Happy Monday, happy day 82 of the year. How are you feeling this morning? I hope you woke up well rested after enjoying a lovely weekend. It is a rainy, cold and grey day here in Bulgaria on the 82nd day of the year. So I am inside working on art projects, which is always great. A great way to start the day. How are you? How are things wherever you are in the world? Notice what's happening in the world around you, in the natural world. If you can be outside or you're looking out a window, I'm watching the rainfall. I'm watching a cloudy grey sky, and that's definitely making me want to be a little like indoorsy, and I'm not feeling very, very social today. So just take note of the natural world unfolding around you and notice how that's affecting your energy and what's kind of motivating you, what you're going to have on your plate for today. As I said, we're on day 82 of the year, and our word for today is attunement. So open up your books to page 82. Grab your journals so that they're ready for when we're done reading and we can start journaling about what we've read this morning. Find a quiet and comfy place where you're not going to be disturbed, and let's start reading together on the 82nd day of the year on the subject of attunement. Traversing sun leads to a new season. Venial breath attunes the leaves. Tao is here. It is who we are. It is we who are not always in harmony with it. Tao proceeds on its own way. It is we who are not ready to follow. Tao is absolutely sure in its movement. It is we who involve ourselves in amusements. Tao has no consciousness, yet it is supreme. It is we who think compulsively. Therefore, tuning ourselves to Tao is the basic task. We must make ourselves the perfect instrument, much in the way a beautiful harp has all its strings adjusted. If we are less than perfect, how will we harmonize with the universal music? Once we are attuned, we can become open to Tao. Where it leads, we follow without hesitation. Just as a musician expresses individual talent and understanding, and yet blends with the swelling magnificence of the orchestra, so too does the follower of Tao remain human and yet in harmony with the universal. I love that last sentence. I'm going to reread that. So we will remain human and yet in harmony with the universal. Never forget that you are a human being and we are part of the natural world, but we are imperfect humans. We all make mistakes. We're all working on ourselves. We all want to be improving and be better. So just remember that you are human and we are in harmony with the universe. When the sun begins its new pattern, spring follows. The air warms and the world rejoices. A new breath comes over all things, and even the trembling leaves are attuned to the venereal rhythm. Turn your face to the sun, as flowers know how to do. Turn your face to Tao, as we should all do. So that last passage, the last paragraph, is a nice reminder that spring is here. We're definitely a few days into spring, and you can probably notice it wherever you are. Even though it's a little cold and rainy outside, I can definitely see more greenery. I'm seeing plants starting to bloom, flowers and blossoms starting to come alive. And as it says here, turn your face to the sun as flowers know how to do. That's what they're doing at this time of the year. The winter's past, the air's getting warmer, the sun's getting warmer, so they're turning to the light of the sun and they're growing because it's spring. And that's something that's a nice reminder for us as well. No matter if we're going through a dark time, perhaps, we're going through something difficult, always try to turn your face to the sun. I mean, obviously this is a metaphor, but try to look at the good things in life. And that's not to downplay something bad that's happening to you, but there are always good things to look out for as well. So perhaps if you're feeling a little down or things aren't going your way, try not to dwell on that too much and try to dwell otherwise on something that's positive that's happening around you. And always remember, like, we're in spring right now, we've come out of winter. It's cycles, it's a new season, a new cycle has begun. Yes, winter was dark and cold, and you might be going through a dark and cold time of your life, But remember, the cycle is turning and spring is slowly making its appearance. So whatever you're going through, remember it won't last forever. And think of yourself like a little flower that's blooming starting to bloom after a dark and cold winter. You're just emerging, you're seeing the sun, you can turn your face to the sun and move with positivity towards a new cycle and a new chapter and towards a sunny day. So I wish you a beautiful, beautiful Monday. Thank you for being here for 82 days of this year, and I will check in with you tomorrow.